My name is George Freestone, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about the information gathering team. As a longtime member of Advent Lutheran Church, I had come in contact and worked with Bishop Zeiser on a couple of initiatives. And one day, we got to talking a little bit about those things that I'm better at than others. And I closed that conversation with, and if you see an opportunity where I might be able to help the Synod, give me a call. Well, guess what? He called me. And what did he call me about? He called me about serving as the lead for the information gathering team. What is the information gathering team? It's a team that was formed to try and support the election of the next bishop by taking the pulse of people's opinions throughout the Synod with regard to what's important for the next bishop to think about, what skills and gifts might be appropriate for that next bishop, given what's going on in the world these days. So the bishop first recruited a top-notch and very diverse team in terms of age, geographic representation throughout the Synod, gender, and you can see that team in the lower right of this screen. It included Pastor Nelson Quiones, Deaconess Janet Stump, Todd Gimby in the center, then Jamie Taylor, and finally me on the left. And as we were getting started, I reached out to the ELCA Chicago office for two things: some advice on our survey, and secondly, some data about our Synod. And they were very helpful in responding with that, but also in supplying so much more. I had reached out to John Hessian, who is the gentleman on the upper right that you see pictured here, and he reached out to his boss, Deb Coe, who also became involved. In addition to doing those things that we had originally asked, they did so much more. After we concluded our in-person surveys at 3 synodical meetings in February, they helped us with an online survey. And secondly, they added much value by helping to shape the way that we analyzed some of the data that came back. So we were really blessed with a rich team, both from the Synod and from the ELCA office. Many thanks to everybody who served on that team. So what did that team do? Well, as I mentioned, pre-pandemic, we conducted in February of this year 3 large in-person data collection meetings at different areas throughout the Synod so that we could be inclusive and get the widest possible input. We were successful in that, and we got, 150 or so survey responses across those 3 meetings, and that was wonderful. Additionally, though, to try and aid the diversity of response, both in terms of laity versus clergy, as well as maybe to try and reduce the average age of the respondent, the ELCA put together a SurveyMonkey online survey for us, which added another 120 responses. So the first thing we did was conducted all those surveys. Second thing we did was publish the results. 2 days after the online survey closed, we had the complete text responses available from the Synod website. The final thing that we did was we analyzed the results and categorized them so that we could come up with the top priority skills and gifts that the next bishop should consider in order to be as effective as possible. And secondly, the top priority ministries and missions that maybe the next bishop should be thinking about. So what results did we publish? And all of these are available from the Synod website today. First of all, I mentioned that we published the raw survey results, edited only for spelling. And they were available shortly after the close of the online survey in early March. We were destined to have 3 data report out meetings or survey report out meetings, but unfortunately by then the pandemic had struck. So after we conducted our analysis and we had our results together, instead we put together an online recording of a report out similar to this, but much longer. And that too is available from the Synod website. You can see that in the lower right here, that title page from that presentation. And that included a summary of what we did. We highlighted 5 takeaways as well that were provided to the mission districts as they tried to come up with questions also for the next bishop at the online assembly that we're at right now. So what is our hope for the results of the information gathering team? That it would also first help with the election of our next bishop at this assembly. And secondly, that folks will mine it over the next few years to try and identify improvement areas, as well as those things that we're doing very well that we might want to replicate across different areas of the Synod. I'm going to close just with a big thank you to all members of our synodical team, as well as those from the ELCA that helped us in order to be able to provide these results. Thank you very much.